Hi, good morning. Well, I'm back here again. I just wanted to talk a little bit. I'm not going to make the black salt right now, but I wanted to talk about how you make black salt because I make my own black salt. Black salt is used to repel negative energies. I write everything down. I did my research, and I find many recipes on how to make your own black salt. What you need is salt. You can use any kind of salt, but I like the coarse salt because I want to see the grains. Like I want to see like how it looks when I'm burning it. So like this is a return to sender that I did. It went out, but you see how like I could see the grains, like I could see the grains of salt in there, of black salt. That's what I want. Like I want to look at it and I want to be able to see like the grains. I want it to be grainy. So I get coarse kosher salt. You can get any kind of salt you want, but I look for coarse. Coarse is when the grains are a little bigger. So and then I got a new one. I never tried this one, but it's sea salt. Sea salt, but it's also coarse. So I'm gonna do this one next. I'm buying my ingredients. I'm buying my ingredients so that I could make the black salt because the black salt we do have to use the moon cycle. So I'm just buying the ingredients now so that when the moon cycle comes again, I can make my black salt. So first is the salt, right? And then you need black pepper. I have to buy more, right? You need black pepper. Black pepper is, it's also to get rid of that negative energy. So you could use black pepper and you can use cayenne pepper. You can use both peppers. That is to repel against it. And then you need ashes. You need ash. So some people use incense, the incense ash. But you see how the incense, it's like it you have to burn a lot of incense to get a nice amount so that you can make the black salt. So for me, I use the ancestor money ashes because I can burn a lot of money. I can burn a lot of money for the ancestors. It's a good thing. It's a great thing. And then you can use it to make your own black salt. Like you could use the ancestor money ashes for the black salt. So they need ash. You need ash to make the black salt. Ash from a fire. You need ash. That's the two main ingredients is salt and ashes. I don't have a fireplace, but I burn ancestor money all the time. I was like, I can use the ashes from the ancestors. So it's just more powerful that way. And it's a spiritual item. So it's just going to make your black salt even stronger because you're using ancestor money for your ashes. The ashes give the salt because the salt is white. Salt is white. But when you get the ashes, the ashes is going to give it a gray color. It's going to get a darker color. But if you want it to be a little darker, I would say get food coloring, black food coloring. So then you just get some food coloring. And you can add it into it to make it a little darker that way. If you don't have the black food coloring, you can get a regular kit of food coloring that comes with like all three, four colors. And just mix all the colors together, and it'll be black, and you can use that. So that's pretty much it. Oh, and they said eggshells, eggshells, because in the Spanish culture we use eggshells. Eggshells is like for protection. So we use the eggshell powder and we put it on our hands when we're doing work. It's called cascarilla. Cascarilla. So when you go to the botanica, your spiritual supply store, and you ask them for cascarilla or eggshells, they know what it is. But in this recipe, they were saying, "Oh, use eggshells." I was like, "Eggshells." But whatever, you want to look up new recipes and look up new ways to do things. So I was like, I know that eggshells are used for protection. It's you prepping yourself to start doing your work, so you put the eggshells on your hands before you start. So I was like, oh, so it might actually be good to put in the black salt. How you use the eggshells, you have to wash them. You have to wash the egg out of the eggshells, and then you have to let it dry. Let it dry completely. Once it's dry, then you have to grind it. You have to put it in your mortar and pestle, and you grind it up into a powder. Once it's ground, you have to shift it out so the big pieces are not in your in your mixture, and then you just add it in your mixture. I know eggshells are white, salt is white, but adding the ash and the food colorings is gonna give it the dark color. Black pepper, adding black pepper to it, adding cayenne pepper to it, it also repels. It's for repelling that energy away from you. And that's it. So I'm gonna list those ingredients in the description box so that you can check it out. You can make your own black salt. So the new moon is coming, the full moon is gonna come again. So it's like, get your ingredients so that you can make some black salt, because I am gonna make some black salt, I guess this month. I'm gonna make some black salt. So I'm getting my ingredients together so that I can make it with you guys. I'm gonna make it on camera. And I'm trying a new salt, the sea salt, but it's also coarse. And we're gonna see how that goes. It's a pound. It's a pound, 10.5 ounces. We'll see how that goes. But I use the coarse salt. I got a big thing of it because sometimes I put it in my mop water, put it in my body wash, because it's repelling energy. That's all it is. It's just repelling that energy. Like, people always doing shit. It is like, yo, just protect yourself. Salt is for protection. It is used for protection. Let me see. It's used for protection, for purification, cleansing, and dispelling negativity in many traditional rituals. Salt can be used to release attachments, including emotional detachments. The charcoal powder, the ashes that you get from the incense or from the ancestor money, it gives the salt the dark color. Charcoal represents the purification power of fire to burn and banish anything negative. Use the ashes and incense or the ancestor money. Get some ancestor money, use the ashes, save your ashes, and make some black salt. And the eggshells represent the protective layer around new life. So, you know, and the black pepper and cayenne pepper, that's repelling negative energy. Like, you don't want that shit around you. Like, so put some black pepper in it and some cayenne pepper, and it's gonna be so powerful. That's why I like to make my own black salt, because I know what I'm doing and I know what I put in it, and it's a fucking bomb. And once it sits out under the moon and under the sun all day every day, and then at night under the moon, like, it's a very powerful item. And you made it. And you made it a powerful item. So that is it. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Always lead with love. And get your ingredients so we could do it together. Bye.